What's up, my beautiful, curly, quilly, kinky, wavy, natural, thick, straight, luscious woman? Yes, I'm talking about you and your beautiful hair, your curls. Tress hats are made for you. They're made for us. I grew up with all of this hair, literally all of this hair, and I could never find a hat. I can't just throw on a hat and go. I can't. For example, Raf, can I try your hat on? I know y'all have dealt with this when you go to the stores and all this stuff. If your hat is like this, or like the snapback, or like the straight thing, it's not gonna, let me embarrass myself. I also have a big head. Oh, it kind of fits, but it looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. Like, I can't wear this hat unless my hair is probably super like straightened or like brushed back, slicked, super bad. Take it. That shit does not fit me. Okay, so let me bring it in here. Tress. Let me introduce you to the girl of the hour. It's made for us specifically. They're always satin lined and they always have these beautiful bands. Okay, so what's the story? So a bit about me. Hi, I'm the founder. My name is Laticia Roll. I created Tress because I had an issue. I can't, as you just saw, throw on a hat for the life of me. I couldn't. And I was getting so literally exhausted because I was like, dude, what am I supposed to do? I'm not damaging my curls. You guys know how much I spend on my curls? Do you know how much money it costs to cut this, to color this? Do you know how much products cost? I know y'all know. I'm not doing that anymore. So I was like, I was actually dating a guy at the time. His name will not be used here. But we used to literally like talk and be like, we got to make like the next big thing, the next big thing. And I remember one day he was rushing me and he was like, just grab a hat. And I looked at him and I was like, I can't just grab a hat, baby, because I got a big head and I got a lot of hair. Okay. Hey, big head, that's me. Okay. I couldn't. So with that being said, I looked at him and I was like, I'm going to design a hat. And he looked at me like I was crazy, obviously. And here we are. 5 years later, we have Tress. So I want to tell you what I infused into this hat to make it fit our hair, our texture, and our head. Because that's the biggest thing with women. We don't even know our head size, which is the wild part, because hats were always made for the male species. They really weren't made for us, and our heads are so much more different than theirs. So let's get into it. So I was an athlete growing up. First and foremost, I'm of mixed background. So my ethnicity is, my father is Puerto Rican and Bahamian. My mother is French and Italian. Welcome me. I'll show you guys a picture of them. I got all this hair, but when I was younger, it was more fine and like wavier. As I got older, it got tighter, bigger, and like more beautiful. I love this crown. I thank God for it. But I never wore my hair like this when I was young. And I know y'all probably didn't either, okay? Embracing our curls is one of the biggest challenges I think we have growing up, because I don't know where you grew up, but like I didn't have the luxury of seeing other people that looked like me with curls. Everyone, and I mean everyone in my small town, had straight hair. And when you're a young girl, you look at them and you're like, wow, I want to have straight hair too. So guess what? We straightened all of this beauty. Not anymore, okay? So growing up, I was an athlete as well. Being an athlete, playing softball, wearing those baseball hats were literally a nightmare. Like I remember having to take them off and my hair would be like this. The frizz would be out of control. I'd be embarrassed to even put the hat on because it just never fit right. It was always like sitting on the top of my head and I was just like, I can't do this. I did it because we had no choice. So fast forward to now, 5 years ago. Now, 5 years ago, let's fast forward to 5 years ago when I started making the hat. So I thought about all the things that my hair loves and needs, right? Because our hair is so special. Our texture, everything about the follicles of our hair matter. Satin lining is one of the key essential ingredients that keeps our hair free of frizz. It locks in moisture and it diminishes any breakage. So you're not gonna have as much breakage. So in every Tress hat, you have satin lining. There is no Tress hat that exists without satin lining. We need satin lining. It protects our hair. I can wear this hat literally all day long and take it off and still have my hair looking like this. I literally just shot. I'm not kidding you. I just shot for probably 2 hours straight with different hats. And this is what my hair looks like. I did not have time to redo it. Okay. This is what happens when you're working, you're an entrepreneur. You just keep going. And my hair looks amazing. So satin lining is the key ingredient here. And then we have bands. So we have 3 bands in the back of each hat, which allows our hair to sit off the back of our neck. Because I hate when I have to throw on a hat and you're like, the back neck sweat is the worst. You know what I'm talking about? You have to have that weird ponytail in the back and like the back is sitting up here and it's just uncomfortable. So these 3 ponytails they're like ponytail elastics. So you literally just put your hand through, like this is your hair elastic, right? And then you put your hat on. I'm not gonna do it right now because my hair is really cute, but I'll put it on at the end. So that is the premises of the design. And then the crown's a little higher, so all of your hair fits comfortably. I hated wearing hats that didn't fit comfortably because I would get like dents in the front of my head when I took it off. My hat hair would be insane. It just wasn't cute. Okay, so what makes Tress significant and important and unique and stand out in front of everyone else? Satin lining, the 3 bands in the back, and the crown. So each attribute of the hat literally protects our crown, sis, because our crown matters and it deserves love. We need hair products that are created for us, by us. So that's why I created Tress. It's literally my little beauty secret. So we launched 5 years ago with the black leather hat because I feel like we all need a little black dress. So we got an LBT. So this is the iconic black hat that I launched with. And girl, I did not know what I was doing. I just knew that when I got the first sample made, I was like, what am I going to do with this? I just need it. And then I was shooting a hair campaign with a big YouTuber. Shout out to Jess at Mahogany Curls. And she's like, girl, I need one too. And I was like, what? And lo and behold, I sent her one and then we ordered our first inventory stock. So Tress was born through a lot of challenges. I did not know how to start a business. I did not know how to literally even get the design made. I didn't know how to create a picture, an image, I didn't know any of this. But I had to learn because I wanted to create a solution for the issues that we have. So you no longer have to fuss about your hair not fitting into a hat. You no longer have to worry about hat hair. It is so embarrassing when you're out with your hat and if you want to take it off or like it's not hot anymore or if it's at night and you take it off and you look crazy, girl. Y'all be looking so crazy sometimes and I see it, okay? Like you need satin lining, you need Tress. On top of that, the fitting of hats. I see so many women with hats that just don't fit their head. Never mind their hair. I mean, baby, the hat doesn't fit your head. You need a hat that actually fits the circumference of your head and then our hair texture because we don't add in that. Normal people that are designing hats aren't thinking about, oh, I wonder if her hair's thick or curly or kinky. No, they don't. But we do here at Tress. So I want to say welcome to our family where we are here to protect and honor your crown at all times, at all costs. Tress is here for functionality, for style, and for fun because we want you to embrace who you are. You know, we have had to dim our lights so long being curly and coily and kinky and wavy just to like fit in. And it's okay. We don't have to do that anymore. It's time to be you. It's time to have products that support you and it's time to have products that protect you. And I'm super stoked to have you here on the journey with us. Welcome to the Tress Squad, baby. It's going to be a bunch of you beautiful women celebrating our curls, our texture. We have so many new styles coming out. We're actually under a really secret rebrand right now. And we're coming out with some really cool new workout hats and a trucker hat. So stay tuned. We have so much coming in store for you. And I appreciate y'all for being here. So in our rebrand, I want to show you a sneak peek. So this is our next new performance hat. So it's a perforated material and it's great for the gym. I know y'all are always fussing about the gym, your hair, it looks crazy, what to do with your hair. Girl, that's the last thing I'm worrying about. I throw on Tress always. So the bands, as always, keep the hair off the back of your neck. This is the new design too, so I'm really excited to show you this. We have our beautiful icon right here. And then something really new that we just incorporated, we have a message for you inside each hat. So I'm a very like positive, uplifting friend and y'all are my friends. So in this one specifically, it says, my thoughts create my reality. My thoughts create my reality. And it's true. Like what we think, what we put in this mind, what we put on this mind, it's literally impacting our day to day. So it's so significant. So before you put that hat on, sis, I'm going to remind you to live your best life, to only think good, positive thoughts. Because if y'all are going to think the negative ones, negative things are going to happen. Tress is here to remind you that you got this. We literally got this. And it's also obviously satin lined. And then we have this incredible sweat band right here for your sweat when you work out. And baby, look, just watch how all of this hair, and y'all know I got a lot of hair, and it's really thick. Like I have thick hair. The beauty about Tress is though it fits all textures and it's so comfortable because I don't have to worry about like a structured, like hard fit. All my hair fits. And I can go work out. How cute is this? We love it here. So this is a new rebrand. You're getting the first look. These will probably be ready at the top of next year, and I cannot wait to show you guys. I'm really excited about these, as you can tell. Okay, so I don't think entrepreneurs talk about this enough, about life and running a business and mental health. I want to talk about this because I've had a lot of hard times growing a business. I think mental health is one of the most foundational things you must have if you're choosing to create a product, a line, a design, anything that you're doing. Your mental health has to be so intact. Honestly, I think Tress honestly has been so slow in growing because like I've gone through so many challenges along the way. You know, I dealt with some big deaths in my family. I had to stop a lot of life at that time. I went through a lot of depression, through loss and pain, and I had to be like, oh, I can't do this right now. But the weird thing is, Tress, these hats, and y'all beautiful women and men and humans were the reason why I got up out of bed some days. And I'm not kidding. I remember moving to LA, and I was moving to LA after a really hard time in my life, and I was sad. Like I was going through it, sis. I mean, going through it. It was a low time in my life, as we all have. But I would get Tress orders, and I was at that time shipping and boxing everything from my room still. And y'all literally had me get up out of bed, sending these hats to you. And it was such a surreal moment because I was like, yo, Tress is more than just a hat. Like this thing gets me up out of bed. This thing literally provides you guys a solution, but it also provides me a solution. It gives me reason to keep going and to keep providing solutions for people like me. Women, I love you deeply. Men, I love you deeply. Humans, all of us, I love you deeply. We all go through life and we all go through ups and downs. And I just want you to know that I honor you and I see you because I also have gone through a lot just with Tress and these hats alone. But I have to say, the silver lining is that every time I get an order, y'all keep me up. You guys keep me going. And as hard as it is running a business, and as much as I don't know what the hell I'm doing more than half the time, because I'm going to be honest, I don't. I figure it out because of you. So I just want to say thank you for being along the journey. I'm sorry if anything was up and down, or customer service was up and down. Sometimes I'm up and down. So I think the biggest challenge is being an entrepreneur is really making sure your mental health is solid, making sure that you have people to support you, making sure you know your why and your mission and you stick to that through line because that's what's going to keep you going. I just want to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart because y'all don't know how y'all got me up out of bed some days. These hats, your orders, I appreciate you so freaking much. And to all my entrepreneurs, keep going. It's not easy. I feel you. I'm actually thinking that we'll do like a series on like mental health and entrepreneurship because we need to talk about this. Okay? I love y'all. So how did you even start designing this hat? I always get asked this because I did not go to school for hats. Like I went to school for communications and business management because I wanted to be a sports broadcaster until I started dating them and I didn't want to do that. But anyway, that's a whole other story. Hats. Let's get back to hats. So when I started designing these hats, I had to start inputting ideas that like I needed. So as I told you before, I put in the 3 bands, the satin lining, the structure of the hat, all these aspects literally are necessities for curly girls, for wavy girls, for curly girls, for girls with thick hair, for women with hair in general. Because if you have hair, ladies, you spend a lot of money on it. I'm sure y'all do because we all do. Listen, take care of it. So I put all that into this hat. I found a prototyping company because my friend was like, you should get a prototype. You need to get a design. And I was like, I don't know how to do that. So I go online. I find a prototype company. I'm doing the process. I pay them like a couple hundred. No, not 100. I paid them a couple $1,000 and they like ghosted me. And I'm not kidding about this. They ghosted me. So they had my $1,000, but they gave me like the design. Like I actually had like the actual design of the hat drawn out. And I was like, okay, but where's my sample? Never heard anything back from them. But at the least, I mean, I did lose a couple $1,000, but I had the picture. I had the image because that's what I needed. I don't know how to draw. So now I have the image. So now from this image, I'm like, okay, how do I bring it to life? I remember I was traveling with some friends in China and I met this really cool couple and they actually had a hat manufacturer. And I was like, oh, this is fire. I have the design. Can you guys help me produce this? So listen to this. He goes, yeah, of course we can. This is a deposit. You get some samples in and then we can order the whole inventory. I was like, bomb, let's do it. So I sent him the visual image that I had from the prototyping company that ghosted me. I sent him that and he sends me a sample. It's the first time I'm literally holding a physical like hat in my hand. I'm like, holy shit, this is dope. I designed this and it actually fit. It was beautiful. We went back and forth 3 to 4 times until I had exactly what I wanted. And then it was time to order the inventory. I was only ordering like 800 hats, right? Nothing much. He ghosted me, like literally ghosted me. So I'm probably down like $5,000 now. And I'm just like, what is life? But at least I had a sample, right? So I just stayed the path. Stay the path because it's hard and people sometimes aren't the best. Sometimes they suck. Let's just be honest. Or maybe they're going through things in life and they can't show up for you. Whatever the heck it is, it's life. But stay the course, hold the vision. So prototype ghost, I have the visual picture. This guy, I don't even want to say his name because it gets me like, ugh. This guy gives me a sample and now I have the sample. Ghosts me. Down $5,000. Next, I'm at a wedding. And shout out to this incredible person. He owns a big hat line. And he said, hey, I'm going to give you my contact in Florida. I want you to send the sample to him and maybe he can help you with the inventory. I met him at the wedding. He was so kind. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, also, he looked at me like, what do you mean a hat for curly hair? A hat for curls? He looked at me like I was crazy because the man is bald. A lot of these men are bald and they just don't get it. Y'all don't understand like our struggle. You don't. And it's the facts. So he was looking at me like I was crazy, but he still gave me that contact in Florida. So actually, I reached out to him like 2 weeks later because I was like, this is not gonna, like I was kind of over it. Sent it to him and I got my first batch. Tress was born 2017 of December. And it was the most beautiful moment of my life, the most scariest moment of my life. It was so nerve-wracking. I was like, I have a hat business. Who am I? And here we are. Here we are. Here we are. We're still doing it. TressForUs.com is still here. We love you guys so much. And Tress for Us, we're doing it. We're actually in a really beautiful rebrand. We're making things more beautiful, detailed, and just more stylish for you. So please stay along our journey. I appreciate y'all for sticking with us, for always supporting us, and just for being there and for owning your beauty. Thank you for owning your beauty and knowing that these hats were made for you. I love you.